Jiggy's back with floppy quotes. Enough of being serious with that warrior spirit mentality. I've got a quote. I got this one from eternal.knowledge. Do I follow it? I'm not sure. But this quote is by Benjamin Franklin. Oh, yeah, them Benjamins. You know what that is? That's them green papers. Well, at least in the States, it's the green papers. Here in the land down under, our green papers has the face of Sir John Monash, who I believe was a lord, a general. I'm not sure, but he did a lot of things in making the colony of Australia grow into something awesome. I'm sure. Well, anyway, Ben Franklin. Yeah. Um, what did he do again? He invented stuff, right? I can't remember. Or was he a president? Damn, my American history not very is not very deep. But whatever. I know he's a big name. Like enough people have spoken about him that I I have to respect that a bit. And he's on the $100 bill. Come on, that's big to be on the $100 bill. Like, what's the highest bill after that? Nothing. You got checks, and no one's on those checks. It's just like whatever bank or agency made those checks. But anyway, here's the quote. Many a man think he is buying pleasures. That was a horrible accent. All right. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasures when he is really selling himself to it. So in a way he's saying many men believe that they are buying pleasure when in truth they are selling themselves to that pleasure. Ooh. He just like dropped the truth on everyone. Because in a way it is true. It's not saying that when you think you're buying a pleasure, you're wrong. But you must also acknowledge that to engage in the pleasure is to offer yourself to the pleasure. That duality. And depending on your mindset, you have to see what is being fulfilled or what is meeting your priorities the most. For a man as productive and innovative and progressive as someone like B. Frank, pleasures or simple pleasures and simple gratifications, they're probably not his cup of tea. And I think I understand what he's trying to say here. Because these simple pleasures, even though you could be buying them, he says that no, you're selling yourself to them. Because do you know what he's talking about in terms of buying and selling? The most valuable currency that all of us living on planet Earth have. Time. When you engage with these simple pleasures, you spend time. You sell your time. And you sell your time to that pleasure, to engage in that pleasure. Someone as progressive as B. Frank, he wants to spend and sell his time to different engagements. Things like, no, he didn't create the light bulb, did he? Well, I don't know. He wants to spend his time on like more progressive things, like getting his ass on the $100 bill. Oof. He did it. I don't know if he wanted to be there, but he somehow got to a place where his face lives on for many more hundreds of years. Like he knew he wanted immortality. Maybe he didn't know it consciously, but somewhere he knew he was looking for immortality. And right now he's got it. Because I don't know what someone has to do to replace him on the $100 bill, but like they gotta have done some crazy shit or be very important if they want to replace him on the $100 bill. I mean, he didn't waste no time on simple pleasures like Tim Tams and peanut butter and chocolate and all that other stuff I love. No, he spent more of his time doing other stuff. I should really look up what he did. Damn. But it's a good thing to consider with his quote because he says, many a man thinks they are buying pleasure. So he observes that most will waste time. That's what he saw. And he's not wrong. There's a reason why not many of us have our names ringing in the heavens. It's because most engage in the simplest of things. And that's not to say it's wrong. Maybe that is your purpose. But this man knew that his purpose was more. Somehow he knew. No, you know what? Not somehow. Because when your purpose is a lot greater, the life around you and your surroundings shows you what it is that you need to do. And it shows you what can determine whether you will be greater than the rest or not. Life is going to present you all these opportunities so that if you are going to step above the mold, you will. Probably in his lifetime, he saw the opportunities around him and he went for it. Maybe he wasn't even seeking to be on the $100 bill. Maybe he was just looking around at what's my life involved? What's going on? No matter where he started, he just looked at what's around. It's like, I've got this. All right, I'll accomplish that. And I have this. And, and there's this. Oh, and there's also that. What if I put these things together? Will that create this? Because I think all those people down there, they needed that. Yeah, you know what? Let's create something out of this. And he just put whatever was around him together, whether it be knowledge, resources, peoples, whatever, and created something. He might not even have strived as hard as a lot of other people there think. Because this idea here that I'm talking about, it gets deeper. There are many out there that think, if I work hard enough, I'm going to become the most successful that I can be. And this and that. And they really force and try hard and they do what they can. Many succeed when they engage in such endeavors. And many don't as well. Many often find themselves crash and burn. And that's a sad story when we hear about that. Because what I was trying to say is sometimes there are people and the way their life has been set up, it prepares them to step a little bit higher. And so it's no longer about working hard. It's just about making the most of what's around you. Sometimes people just need to see what's around them and make the most of what they can with it. And they'll actually get a lot further than they think they would. But it's hard in this life, in this day and age, especially in civilization, when there's so much noise telling a person what they should do, what everyone else is doing. So you best fit into that because this is what everyone else is doing. Apparently that's what you should do, what everyone else does. Even if you don't like to eat that kind of food, the fact that everyone else is eating that food, some people think they gotta eat that food. I don't know. Look around you. What's what's around you that you like, that you can enjoy? You do you, boo. And when you just use whatever life offers you, maybe there's more time to excel. Because I know a lot of people fight against the grain and against the flow, and they create opportunities, which is good. That's one of my favorite virtues, the power to create opportunities. But there's also a rhythm and a frequency that everyone finds themselves in. And when you never flow with the vibrations around you, you internally, you won't feel good. And then how can you excel when you're not in alignment to your environment? You are destroying yourself. You will burn yourself out. You will create inner destruction because you've lost your sense of harmony. There needs to be a balance in your strive, in your climb. There needs to be room for recovery. Because if you're never feeding the flow or the vibration, damn, the inside of you, whether it be physical, mentally, or even spiritually, there's going to be some sort of disruption. And I don't know what will happen, but I think you will start to throw that disharmony within you out into the world and create more disharmony, more struggles for everyone else that they'll pick up. And sadly, these bad vibes will continue more. It helps when people accept that sometimes they just need to make the most of their world and their life. Doesn't mean they have to buy these simple pleasures or buy pleasures because they've been striving so hard, and working their ass so hard for things that probably aren't even that important. That's one of the main benefits of pleasures, simple pleasures, to calm you down because you've been putting yourself in a harsh environment. And a harsh environment isn't just harsh, it's harsh because it doesn't align with what is actually available for you, what you could do and live efficiently with. Sometimes if you just look at what you have and see, all right, I could do with all this, there'll be less stress, less pain, less of a reason to, oh man, I worked this hard, so I better go shopping so I can feel better about myself and all this money I earned. If you just accept, like, I could do with this, I could do with that, there's more time to enjoy yourself, which means you spend less time on those pleasures and you can spend more time, buy, purchase more time, or sell more of your time, whatever, into different things. It's about efficiency. It's about balance. Because if you're not accepting what's around you at first, that's already a big imbalance. If you're trying to do the, I don't know, the Running Man to a type of song that's playing right now that doesn't suit the Running Man, damn, your dance is not going to feel good. It's going to feel, and everyone's going to feel like, watching you do that dance. And then imagine a whole town or a whole society of people all doing the wrong dance to the wrong type of music. No wonder, like, it doesn't feel nice to be there. You gotta figure out what your music is. You gotta figure out what that beat is around you and flow with it. Because real peoples, they know when you dance and you dance correctly to the music, oh, it feels good. It feels amazing. It feels, ah, it feels euphoric to be in tune with the vibrations around you. It feels euphoric. And sometimes people need to understand that it doesn't have to be music that you could align yourself with, you can flow with. There's more than just music. There's so much more than just music. Look around you. See what works. See what's acceptable. Don't waste time on relieving yourself from pains that you didn't need to go through. Don't be like the many a men who buy pleasures. Be frank and spend your time on other things, because you didn't need to spend your time relieving yourself. You're already relieved. You're already in balance and harmony. Now you can grow whatever it is you wish to. That plant, that tree, that seed, that garden, that forest, that planet, that $100 bill. Oof. Damn. Man, I don't know if that's like what was really going on with his life. Maybe he did work hard. Maybe he went hard and he's one of those few outliers that we always hear about, that we all think that we can be like. Or maybe he's just following the flow, just like I believe most of us need to understand. The flow creates growth. And B. Frank got his face on that $100 bill. Oof. And so did John Monash. Oof. Man, John Monash has a university named after him. He's got like roads named after him. That's big. I wonder if he was striving hard or if he just accepted what was around him and just made the most of whatever was in his environment. Whether he started off poor or was rich, whatever. Sadly, the rich will stay rich because that's their environment, and the poor may stay poor if they realize the noise that's distracting them. The poor don't have to stay poor. They just need to understand the noise and what's really there around them. But that's a different idea. Damn, this one went for a bit long. Doesn't matter. I think I'm still in that warrior spirit mentality right now. Yeah, because, I didn't exactly shake off that persona just yet. He's still sitting with me here right now. The warrior still wants to smash shit out. But whatever. That's the quote for today. I hope you all understand more about the currency of time. And I know things are hard and all that, but just take a bit of time just to think about it. Just before you go to sleep. Just think about it for 30 seconds. Make a huge difference. I'm signing out.